And here we go. Just gonna take this off right here. It's stuck. Thank you. Gonna set that aside and this is marvelous. So, welcome back, past and viewers. I am Dragstrip-Prime as per always, and today I have decided to come out of a hibernation to share something really great that came out a couple of months ago. Not exactly sure when. This kind of flew under my radar for a couple of weeks. But I decided it was definitely worth coming back out and making a video again over these guys right here. Let me just... There we are. Pardon me for not being able to film my face. The front camera broke. So, long story. I don't think we have time here. But, always great to be back and discuss these two. I've had a lot of fun with these two in the last 24 hours since I opened them. They are cute, weird little things, and if you haven't already put them on your wish list, I would highly recommend it. But only if you're someone who understands the Hearts of Steel comics, probably, or you at least know what they are. I mean, I do, but I know a lot of people who don't. You know, practically everyone in my household doesn't really get Transformers. I know plenty of people who can't tell the difference between Wheeljack and Jazz, so you know, it kind of says a lot about who I am and who they are. Besides the point right now, I tend to get off topic. Gotta move Starscream off camera for a bit. Let's talk about Optimus here for a minute. Optimus is great. He has about all the articulation most figures have. He's a bit smaller than I originally anticipated. I was thinking more of like 86 Optimus size. I don't have my 86 Optimus ready to show right now. My collection's kind of a mess back there. Believe me, it's there. It's behind me. I think he's actually more of a Voyager's, somewhere in between a Voyager and a Deluxe class, as is Starscream. His vehicle mode's tiny though, which caught me off guard. Kind of have to do that articulation talk, so let's get into that. I guess I got that off. His shield can either go in his hand, the side of his arm, or on the front. Hence, all this weird paneling actually helps it attach to his hand. He comes with one of those iconic looking battle rifles. Only this time around, it's actually his smokestack. So, let's talk about that articulation. He's got thigh rotation, a knee, ankle tilt, although it's kind of awful. Full lots of arm and shoulder stuff. If you can even angle his shoulders backwards if you need to. He's got a ball jointed head, unlike Starscream. The hip skirt's kind of really annoying because it will always get in the way of the legs, and it doesn't like to move because it's on a ball joint. You can really make it go outwards. You can't really make it go upwards though. So you're just kind of stuck with having to deal with it. It's pretty standard. I don't really think there's a whole lot to talk about articulation-wise. I always forget to talk about waist rotation. Got one of those too. I'm pretty sure Starscream doesn't have it for whatever reason. So I'm going to try and transform him on camera It's kind of difficult for me to do because he does not like to tab in place. He just doesn't, okay? What you want to do with the feet right here is tuck those in really nice. I did not get that originally. I'm also not great at operating camera, if you see. So you're going to want to fold that in there real nice. He's got specialized like divots in his thigh, so that way these fit. Don't tab them together. The legs are actually kind of complicated. So you just kind of compact that into that right there. The waist skirt, you take that and, pardon me, hip skirt, and you just gives a real nice cow catcher. I heard someone once say more accurately a cow exploder. I don't think I can say that on camera. Whatever, I'm having fun. The back assembly right here is kind of more complex. All you need to know is this goes, you want it more or less in this orientation right here. And then you'll just, there. Next, you bring these shoulder parts together, and you just, sometimes the back panel doesn't stay down. I'm not really sure what you do about that. You just kind of start over. For all intents and purposes in this video, I'm just going to not worry about that. Note this tab here and here. You have to get both of them for it to stay on completely. It's a pain to get that to work on both sides. See, it's already not working. Come on. Screw you up. Go in. It's not my fault if you don't want to go in. Is that going to stay down? No, it's not going to stay down. Take the back shield. Put it here, Autobot signal. You know what I mean. Facing that way. And you'll take this, open it up, and fold that in. And that weird divot right there, you put the smokestack in. That's a little crooked. But, that's a cute little train, ain't it? Now, I feel like I'm whining a little bit here, but he had a pretty big trailer in the comics. I would love it if someone like DNA Kits actually made one of those for this. You know, kind of like they did with Animated Optimus. I highly doubt they will, but I'm just saying I think it would be nice. Look at that. He's got some nice, like, wheels that actually, like, really work. This just won't tab, will it? It's been a while since I had a Transformer with great wheels. Next, we have to talk about Starscream. I will get to that, of course. I do have thoughts on him already. There's a couple ways you can arrange him. This is the comic accurate one with the fold over his head and the wings out. I prefer to just keep him down, and I think this looks stupid. So, his entire, any part of like his torso or any part that's red is actually painted, which sucks because paint chips, and I hate that. the paint on my 86 Optimus is so scuffed that I just can't stare at it sometimes without, getting kind of pissed. So I'm not really sure what I want to do with Starscream to keep him from getting chipped. I think that's kind of like a lame design choice too. Alright, let's talk about that articulation. He doesn't have a ball joint. His head's kind of like on a screw. You can only make it look left and right. It's kind of because it has to like compact into the chest. He's got 3 propellers. All of them spin. I think they're to some degree aerodynamic because they turn when you blow on them. He's got that nice thigh rotation. He's got a knee joint. He has ankle tilt. Pretty good ankle tilt, actually. Has a full arm and shoulder. He has a ratchet joint arms for some reason. I'm not sure what that's about. You can open and close his wings, which is pretty nice. No waist rotation, as I've already stated. So, let's get on to that transformation. Wings out, as per usual. You're going to want to take these right here and raise them up. Take the waist here and get that up. Straighten those out. Flip the Gatling guns around. Make sure they're nice and straight. You don't want them being crooked. And you'll want to take his whole chest assembly and just do that. There's tabs right here you're going to want to get, so make sure to get those real nice. Fold this under so it doesn't get in the way of anything. Back here, you'll want to get that blue fin up. So let's get started down here. He's a biplane, so you're going to want to work with the bottom wings that are actually it's like a hip skirt almost. And you're going to tab them into here and here. They're flexible plastic, so they will resist you a tiny bit. But if you treat them right, they will always go the right direction. So, finally, we're onto the legs. You'll probably want them at a vertical angle like such. Orient them like I do here. Make sure they tab in right there. I am also not great at operating a camera if I have not made that obvious. You'll want to make sure these tabs are facing outwards. If you can already see, they plug in here to this, whatever this is. And they sit flush on the bottom. And they tab in to make a nice wheel assembly. If you haven't already noticed, there's wheels right here. This guy, Starscream right here, rolls pretty darn nice. Unfortunately, he's so small, I'm going to have to adjust my camera. But look at that. How nice is that? And it rolls like butter, too. Together, they're a great set. I love them so much. I don't have a whole lot of thought on them, personally. I'm just glad to have them in my collection. And I'm glad I got to play with them for like such a long time. I would recommend it. It was a good, well-spent $70. To all my damn Transformer people, that sounds psychotic, but here we are. So, I don't have a whole lot to say. Normally, I do bin it or shelve it. Not really sure if I'm in the mood to try and throw these guys across the room. Especially because I don't have a Transformers bin anymore. But I will definitely say I feel like shelving them. Unfortunately, I can't. My shelf is a mess, and it's definitely not show-worthy right now. So I guess that brings us to the end of our review. It feels kind of short today, but I hope you all enjoyed what I had to talk about today, and I hope you'll tag in more for when I do the Sonic X Transformers collaborative, probably a few weeks from now. Anyways, stay fresh, and good day and good night.